dealing with Kaylessa, which I technically didn't really do. But I'm sure it'll all work out fine. She's just a drow that is misunderstood. So I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt.
So you didn't talk to her yet?
No, I talked to her. Nivea, like she talked to the quartermaster, and then she talked to someone else, always disappearing. But then she talked to Anivia, and Anivia knocked out her teleportation device out of her hand. And then I talked to her, and then I talked to Foyne and told her to let her go. And he was like, "Fine." He just sighed. He didn't get mad or anything. He was like, "Oh well." And that was it. Aside from that, I've just been wandering through. Hold on. It says that Darren is over encumbered somehow.
You got too many heads on you?
Yeah, it looks like he can't really hold all this extra stuff. Strength of 7. Okay, so
Purify you!
yeah, he can wear medium armor, but it's not recommended. I had him holding on to a dart and a heavy shield because I found out he can wield those. But considering his strength is so low, I'm gonna take these off. Alright, now he should be fine.
You gonna start selling stuff?
I've already been selling stuff repeatedly. I do have to sell these books that I found out I have copies of. But aside from that, I'm gonna leave and then head straight for Darren's mansion. Let's just sell this stuff off real quick. There. Sell. Alright. I was warned, but man, it really is getting... It does get kind of pricey with those armies. Alright, Heaven's Edge. Here I come. Huh? We should start making potions. Oh.
He doesn't have anybody.
Wait, how do I make potions? Like, I've seen the, like, you know, it shows every long rest, but I thought it said I needed a, what's it called? A recipe or something. Yeah, alchemy. Craft potions. And it's like, choose a potion to craft. I have nothing really to list here. For one, I need the brew potions ability. Or feat. So I don't think anybody has that.
Nope.
I know Ninio has scribe scrolls.
You can make a scroll.
As scroll savants tend to have.
You can make a scroll.
But like I haven't seen anything else. Well, since I did take a long rest, that means my armies are now refreshed. I can start having them go on the move again. I can't afford any of these Hell Knights yet. Hold on. If I spend all my money on resources, I would still not be able to afford this detachment of Hell Knights. That's unfortunate. I'll just save up my money till I can. Let's see. These guys have Hell Knights. I'm about to kick these Rangers out of this group so I can make room for archers. But that's for another time. In the meantime, I'm going to send this army here to take out the flies. Because now I'm ready. Leveled up like up to level 4 with these guys now. Choked a bit. Forgot they moved first. Alright, Stone Throw or Stone Call over here. For 4 damage. Good job. Jesus. At least the archers did more. Damn. Foot soldiers, go in. 7 damage. Hell Knights, go in. 6 damage. Clerics, go in. Attack for 6. Now they flew right over the foot soldiers. So much for that. This is not looking good. Stone Ice Bomb. Still didn't kill him. The archers can make a melee attack, but only a melee attack. God damn it. Right, finish them off. Right, that's one group of flies down. We'll go after this next group of flies right here. And yeah. Have the clerics attack this group over here. Grant penetrating strike on the archers. Attack. My foot soldiers can't go anywhere, so I'll just attack the one guy that's got them boxed in. Hell Knights crush this one group of flies here. I'll have my clerics actually heal the foot soldiers since they dropped in number quite a bit. Alright. Heal. Alright. Another group of flies is about to be knocked down by the Hell Knights. I hope. Yes. Alright. Healers. Use Smite. Now attack. Alright. This fight's pretty much over.
What did you gain?
Oh, I don't know yet. Like, the fight's over as far as, you know, there's no real chance for the enemy to make a comeback, but I still have to go through the monotonous part of clicking the enemy several times. Like, the long and short of it is they've taken too many hits. There's nothing they can really do to make a comeback. It's just... the enemies are as dead as Camilla is evil. Oh man, that means they have a chance of a real comeback? Oh no, I gotta stay on my toes. Because, you know, there's no way Camilla is evil.
Oh my
Yeah, Atrocious just gave me a real good warning there. Gotta keep my eyes open. I'm committed to this bit. Alright. Shoot. Run up attack. Oh, and they imploded. Well, what do we got? Lost 3 Hell Knights, recovered 3 Hell Knights, lost 8 clerics, recovered 8 clerics, lost 3 footmen, gained 3 footmen. Neat. Couldn't fight them at the beginning of the game, but now, yeah. Alright, here we go. After driving away a swarm of demonic flies, the Crusaders discovered the remains of an unfortunate group of Mendevian knights. Their leader had a baldric with an emblem recognized by one of the soldiers. It was the crest of the infamous fallen knight Melander Lens. Gained 2 treasures. +2 breastplate and crest of Melander Lens, the fallen knight. Okay. Details. Melander Lens was one of the most notable and controversial figures of the Third Crusade. The debate still rages whether his valiant feats of strength and his willingness to make sacrifices in the name of the crusade balance out the unholy crime that was exposed after a purge by the Inquisition. It was revealed that Melander Lens had been practicing the forbidden dark arts of magic, turning this knowledge against the demons. Shortly after the discovery, Lens decided to let the debate about his dubious methods rage on without him and secretly left Canabris in the dead of night alongside a group of like-minded deserters. Thereafter, they waged their own war against demons, tracking down and destroying a small enemy groups, but ultimately all the members of Melander Lens' squad fell in battle. Scouts discovered evidence that, with each passing year, Lens had been descending even deeper into his private abyss of the dark arts. He would have sacrificed everything for victory, but the question still remains whether he was a hero or a traitor. I mean, I don't know, doesn't that mean... If he never backstabbed the actual army, then doesn't that mean he was a hero? Like, anti-hero as they come, you know, using darkness to fight darkness, I get the edge, but, like, it sounds like he did good in the end, you know?
It's still debatable.
I don't know. It's like people who argue about how
dark
using weapons is wrong, but if you're using those weapons to protect, suddenly are the using weapons still wrong? I, like, eh. Who knows? Questions about morality are beyond the subject of some random guy on the internet who's just trying to play a computer game. Like,
you can do it.
It's a nice thought piece, but like, this is a little over my pay grade. I'm not paid to stand on a podium and give a speech.
Oh, this is your grade. Are you willing to sacrifice all you can, or just yourself?
Like, I'm just here to click a mouse on I'm just here to click a mouse and type some buttons on a keyboard. Like, that's it.
Well, you're on Lewis's crusade.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. some picture of a kid who said their character hides, and then they said, "Why would you hide?" And they said, "But the DM said it was dark and scary." I said, "Well, would your character think it? No, he's not scared of anything." And then they became a real gung ho hero running through things and actually had fun. It was a nice little wholesome scene,
Well,
but like, like trying to teach a kid that there's a difference between you cowering in fear and your character. Would your character do it? Yes. My character would hide in fear. Let's see. As far as for Lewis, I don't think so. No, be an idiot. He's not playing.
let's hear you cry.
Yeah, he's not playing the smartest person in the world, but like, he's not playing chaotic evil. Let's see. Is there any way to get to this arm in here? Yes, there is. Okay. Some demonic armies are spawning, and it's like, every passing day, like whenever I take a long rest, and it's like the question goes: do I fight them or do I just sit back and not?
Well, just as you're getting stronger, so do some of the others. If you don't start.
Yeah, I saw one of them is like a level 7 now, so I'm pretty sure I can't just sit back and not fight these guys. That's it. Scorching Ray doesn't hurt these demons. But these cultists, on the other hand. Done. Alright, one shot, one kill. Great. Let me just shoot this guy right here. Move him right over here. Smite evil on this guy. And move up. Move up. Another Scorching Ray on these guys over here. They're down to 1 HP. Now they're dead. Alright, now I just have to deal with 3 units of Brimarax that are all immune to any fire damage I can deal. So Scorching Ray doesn't help.
Does Icebound work?
Unfortunately, Setsuna Shai, this general that's helping me kill, that just single-handedly wiped out like 2 units, doesn't have ice spells. He has Scorching Ray, Bless, and now Cure, and leveled up to gain Cure Wounds.
Alright, at least you can heal your opponent. You can heal your opponent.
Yeah, I'm in the situation right now because my units were... Several of my units were devastated by those incubus.
Yeah.
Like, they were all... the Scorching Ray helped, but there were still so many after all my Scorching Rays were left over. I wound up losing all my archers, all my footmen. I'm, like, struggling.
Demoralized. Just sit there.
We're gonna try to kill this guy here. Bless. All my units now have a bonus to attack. I'm gonna try to take out the one that's been that I cast Smite Evil on. This guy's just gonna defend himself. Alright. They noticed that the only one who did real damage was the clerics, so that's the one they're ganging up on. But I got like 16 uses of heal. Yeah, I'm good. As long as they keep trying to focus fire that guy. How long does Bless last? 3 rounds. Okay. Alright. He's down to 2. He's down. Alright. Now just 2 more Brimarax to go. 25 foot soldiers left. I'm gonna heal up the foot soldiers before I attack. Now. 9 Brimarax. 8. Try to pin this guy down so he doesn't just change his mind and go after my archers. But for the most part, this is yet another fight that's more or less done. Bless. I wish there would be some kind of marker on the characters to show that the Bless is still active, as opposed to just trying to tell me I have to force myself to commit it to memory. Right, heal the clerics. One more Brimarax about to go down. Down to 3. One more. Alright, we're gonna have the cleric who's going to spend some time healing himself this time. Well, if it's just gonna let me keep them, then heal up. And yet another one skirmish. Where's the next one? One down, 2 down. I really don't have to even use the next cast here. This is it. Okay. There. easy victory with no real losses to speak of. Awesome. Scorching Ray would be way better if it wasn't for the fact that some demons are just a flat out immune. But against all the cultists and undead, it's just flat out irreplaceable. Plus, Incubi take damage from it too, so it's really good. Alright, let's see. After the battle, one of the soldiers noticed a half-effaced inscription on a nearby stone. What remained of the engraving led the Crusaders to a secluded cave where they found a stash of miscellaneous relics that some selflessly devoted clerics had managed to recover from fallen Dresden. They also discovered flasks of sanctified oil and boxes of reagents for rituals and sacred masses. It would appear the brave priests hid their sacred artifacts in one final attempt to save them from demonic threat. 25 material points, 3 energy points. When do I actually use those? So far, I've only ever used I've only used the the finance points. Alright, so Dresden, okay. Because I don't like
I claimed.
I don't know how
Dresden and then rebuild.
I honestly feel the game should give you resources only when those resources matter.
They will.
I know, but
and then you can actually choose who you ally with. You can build a fort with them.
Oh, that goes without saying. That's every army game.
Yeah.
I've played Suikoden. Alright, I can't go down any further because that's an army 7. I'll die. I'll flat out just die. These guys are already short. This is a very short-staffed army here. I need to keep them close to Tenebris so I can recruit more. The other army, though, is like level 5. They're good. 15 Hell Knights. 97 foot soldiers. I could give them more archers. But it's looking like my second army is a lot more overall reliable. That's it. That's an army 5, a demon army 7, a demon army 4 right over there. That's not looking good. Alright, let's go to Heaven's Edge. And let's see. I found a shallow grave. What would happen to me if I went to where an army is? Would I get to just fight them?
No.
With just my character? Or is it like a cutscene plays out and just says, no. You spotted enemies. Fight! Alright, here we go. I already saved. So I'm just here to find out. This is what the save feature is for. I apparently don't fight an army. I fight a plagued mastodon and a ghoul huntmaster. Nothing I can't handle. Let's just activate that arcane strike ability. That's all I need. Oh no, it did almost all my health in one attack. But the plague mastodon's already at half health. Fine. I'm unconscious. Alright. Hold on. Darian. Heal. Hi. Alright. Darian, move up. And cast channel. Yeah. See? Nothing to it. Took him down. So, that's it?
It's around here.
Yeah, I just went where they deliberately show on the map Demon Army. I thought there would be an actual army that I would just mow through or something. Oh. No, I just occupy the area. I can't fight. It won't let me fight them. They're just there.
Yeah.
I can't even interact with them on this map.
It's like they wouldn't pay attention. They only deal in armies.
Alright, well, I ran into some enemies.
None shall escape!
Dyrachne and the succubus. Well, kill the succubus first. I don't have the highest wisdom, so
You're gonna be Charu. You go to sleep now.
Alright, Camilla's been made confused. I was worried about that. What happened to him? Shaken? How the hell is Regil shaken? He's a Hell Knight. And confused. Actually, several of them are confused. Normally when it's that powerful, it probably doesn't last for too long. How long does this last? 12 seconds, 1 second, 13 seconds. Yeah, okay, it didn't last that long after all. But won't let me control them.
That's what confusion does.
Yeah. That's okay. Seela's on the job. You can do it, right, Seela? Just keep healing yourself. Alright.
Heal me, quickly!
Alright.
Who is this terrible fighter?
You sound like an orc. That's offensive. I'm clearly a human. Oh, hold on. Did you mean me? I sound like an orc? Dragoon Bro sounds like an orc? Or the character? I think I sound rather sophisticated. Although my pronunciations could use some work. Oh yeah. The Warhammer 40k orcs. Hold on, let me try that.
Here we go! Daka daka daka!
Oh, the character.
I can sound like an orc.
I'm trying to think of things they say, but like, I don't really listen to the Warhammer 40k orcs. It's like all fractured English.
You just force like a real growl and try to force yourself to talk real low. And then you guys start fracturing your words. Get me?
Yeah, I cannot do that for long. It hurts. It physically hurts. It's like you get a lot more viewers and donations. Yeah, sure. I'll destroy my vocal cords, but at least I'll have the money to replace them.
I'm sorry, guys. Gotta do surgery.
Yeah, it'd be like a month later. Hey, thanks for all the donations. They're gonna help put me through surgery to fix my voice. But that voice can be used for just about anyone who would sound gruff. You don't have to tie it to an orc. It could be several types of tieflings, demons, or just anyone who's a barbarian. Like, I can't really see a lot of the voices fitting for a barbarian character. Alright, here we go. Rest up.
I know people like you. Bored aristocrats who think that war is another diversion, like hunting. They usually get killed. And they get their allies killed, too.
Oh well, at least I'm not going to die of boredom.
Yeah, you tell, Camilla. See that? Real go-getter, that one. Doesn't get swayed by anyone. Those are the types of party members you need. Hell. Enemies. You know what? I'm gonna fight them.
She goes with the dead, man.
Who doesn't? Like we're all fighting the dead. I have a spiritual weapon that literally talks. that is like apples to oranges. You can't throw several.
And have you talked to him?
Yeah, I've talked to him. He literally doesn't have a whole lot of new stuff to say.
Let's move already.
Right, there's a succubus over there. Just gonna charge.
Together, we stand.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Oh no.
Why are you always going at this?
Oh, that's easy. If I ever see a succubi first and combat's not immediately initiated, I want to kill them first because they have mental attacks. And I know I don't have the highest mental defense bonuses. And even if I do, one bad roll and I'm screwed because the first thing they like to do is confuse or dominate, which makes me kill myself or my party members. So even in a random encounter, go after her first. If it was an incubi, go after them first too. Oh no, there's two. Alright, well they killed one, brought one to half health. What are you doing? Alright. Dead. Alright. It's just a tactics thing. Let me see, what are my defenses? My will defense is +5. I've got an ability called Blood Clarity and then the Engraved Lucky Bracers. Otherwise, I'm using a Wisdom of 10 in my base class bonus. Notice that the succubus here is dressed, whereas in Canabras they were naked. That is something to notice. Well, I was so focused on the fact that they can make me kill myself, I didn't even pay attention to that. Hold on. Yeah, you're right. They're wearing dresses. Huh.
We close our. We're not savages.
Yeah, we're not savages. We clothe our sex demented monsters that love torturing and killing. Whoop-de-damn do. Like,
well, in Canabras, we're freedom bound. We
complete. I think the term is exhibitionist.
in all our glory. And only succubi. That's my shit. Only succubi.
No, I saw the incubi. They wear pants.
Exactly. They do.
Then you run into the Shura, the Dretches, and the Barbaros, and they're not wearing clothes. like, you can barely see any kind of human look to them.
Features.
So I guess it doesn't really matter. The Minotaurs have fur, so I guess they're fine. Or they patched it. I don't know. Did they patch in clothes for the sex demons as opposed to all the other demons?
Get yourself some pants. A decent pair of pants.
The one thing they talk about. It's like, all right, it's time for our deal. It's time for our monthly demonic council. Huh? It does matter. Unlike clip-off demons, are mostly humanoid. What's a clip-off demon look like? I've seen the term. When you look at the types of tieflings you can have, but I've never seen a clip-off demon. And honestly, no matter what bloodline you choose, it doesn't alter the tiefling's appearance and character creation. So, you don't get any real sense of, what they could be based off of. Alright, well, we're at Heaven's Edge. Saved. Let's go. Everyone's tired, but I already saved, so in case I need to reload so I don't have to start fatigued, I'm fine. I don't care. This is the whole point of saving. I don't want to waste time making long rests if I don't have to, so just in case. Alright, there's a Crusader. Why couldn't all these aristocrats just stay in Canabras? Why have a feast in this accursed place? Oh, because Clip-Off are not demons. They were the first inhabitants of the Abyss and are still fighting demons to this day. Whoa. I thought the Abyss was literally just Demon Central. Like, this is where all demons go, and that's it. I didn't think the place was already occupied. Or am I thinking of Hell? Like the 9 Hells. So the 9 Hells got demons and devils first, and then the Abyss just had clip-offs beforehand?
No. Demons came first. Heaven.
Oh, hold on.
Some of the Heaven's warriors got corrupted.
But nonetheless,
Became
dearest
hells.
guests. About a year ago at my last birthday party, I assured you all that I nurtured a deep-seated hatred for boring people who give protracted speeches in the misplaced belief that their inner thoughts are of any interest to anyone but themselves. Now I am a whole year older and also a full-fledged crusader, an honorable position that requires me to be as dull, pedantic, and vexing as I possibly can. Therefore, a speech it is.
Darren's face is impossible to read. He has his usual half smirk fixed in place, his eyes gleaming with excitement, but his anxious gaze wanders for just a moment too long before he begins his speech.
The revered cleric Nestrin, my guardian and tutor, often told me that those who live a sinful life may expect to join the abyssal hordes after they die. This is why their path is the most despicable of all. A part of their soul may return to Mendev in the abominable form of a demonic invader.
No, hell has only devils. Oh, okay.
Every time we see a demon, we might as well think about it. What if this wretched creature used to be your great-great-grandfather? What if certain parts of this pointy-tailed beauty used to belong to your pious cousin? They say that the demons represent the sins of the souls they are made of. Succubi emerge out of lustful souls. Vandals turn into Abracandilu. Gluttons become Nabasu. I, for one, am determined to commit as many different sins as possible, so that the distributive mechanism of the Abyss breaks when it tries to decide what to do with my soul. You, my dearest guests, will be my assistants in this complicated task. Eat, drink, and indulge yourselves in whatever vices you can. Let nobody leave this house as righteous as they entered it. Live every day like it's your last. After all, nobody knows when that day will arrive, do they?
Darren smirks, finishes his wine, and tosses the glass to the ground. Leotur Hawkblade, how interesting. Inquisitor Leotur whispers in your ear from behind. Did you find anything interesting? Nothing, really. I just took note of a few things. I attempted to find out whether anything unusual or mysterious has happened to the Count over the last 10 years. During my conversations with his acquaintances, 2 people noted that he never speaks of the revered Nestrin, the priest of Iomade, who was his guardian and tutor. Yet he just mentioned Nestrin in his speech, whatever that might mean. You told me that you tried to find out if anything odd happened to Daron over the last 10 years. Some of his servants complained about strange occurrences in the house, like objects moving by themselves or candles going out. Of course, that could simply be a figment of their imagination. It is also very well known that the Count often invites various spellcasters to entertain him, and encourages them to use their magic in mischievous ways. Practically the whole Mendev knows the story about the 3 drunk wizards and their teleportation race across the roofs of Canabras after a party at the Count's house. What I'm trying to say here is that any fluctuations in residual magic at his house are not at all surprising. There was the matter of the abduction, however. A gang of bandits kidnapped the Count hoping for a ransom, but the only reward they got was death. Afterward, the Count told everyone that he had hired the bandits himself as a joke. The other mercenary squad that freed him and executed the bandits was also in his employ. Nobody really wanted to delve too deep into this case after confirming the identities of those wretched cutthroats. But there was one disturbing fact about it all, and I don't mean the Count's bizarre idea of fun. The mercenaries who supposedly freed him had also cut off the bandits' heads, after they had already killed them. Their heads were cut off? You mean the bandits who attacked Daron? Yes. Perhaps I wouldn't have even noticed this detail had I not visited Heaven's Edge right after the tragic incident. I remembered that we also found several headless bodies, both of guests and demons. We thought they had been decapitated during the fight. My companions have been finding severed heads among their belongings recently. Strangely, things like this weren't a problem before Daron joined the party. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was in Canabras. Like just random severed head in the bag weighing me down. I was like, why can't I just leave? And it's like I'm weighed down. I check my inventory. Why do I have severed heads? Why do severed heads? All severed heads weigh 10 pounds. I had 90 pounds worth of severed heads in my inventory weighing me down.
You just toss them around.
Yeah, I just tossed them. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not keeping these. Like, it already told me value 0. I can't even sell them. Alright, let's see. Yeah. What? That is an alarming coincidence. Now we have another reason to conduct an investigation. It is crucial that we find out what exactly happened at that tragic feast. What do we need to do, Inquisitor? Now that's the hardest part. I need to dive deep into the past of this place, which requires casting several different spells over some time. It would be very convenient for me if nobody interrupted the process, especially the Count himself. I don't think he remembers my face, but a suspicious stranger casting unknown spells might attract his attention. All in all, what I want you to do is to distract the master of the house. Right now he is playing host in the very place I'd like to start with. So how do I distract him? I don't know. Maybe your companions can assist you somehow. Or you can take a look around. Perhaps there's something that can help us. I understand. Good luck. Come back to me when the Count leaves. I will tell you everything I managed to find out and maybe even show you something. Trump Noble. I can't stop thinking about the last party in this manner. All of the guests died, every single one of them. I'd follow our wonderful Count right to the abyss if he froze a feast this good. Trump Noble. Another one worried about people die. Socio. I can't imagine how lovely this manor must have been before the war. I yearn to set up my easel in one of the pleasant little alcoves and paint to my heart's content. Good for you. There is something funny you can do during this pretty boring quest. Oh, okay. And what is it? The decorative plants are in a miserable state. They've been neglected for many years. You can rob the place. Loot. More loot. Random bottle of wine. Loot. A jug of wine, if used creatively, may distract the count for a while. Let's see. Crusaders. Window up. The Golden Boy invited us all here for a grand feast as if we were part of his own tribe. Interesting. Okay. Let's see here. Happy to serve you, Knight Commander.
I lead, you follow.
You tell him. Trump Noble. This place gives me the creeps, but what a thrilling experience. And another person. Courtesan. Anything new? Place gives you the creeps too. Okay. Place gives you the creeps too. Okay. Can't stop thinking of the hive and diet. You never know when or if you'll get another chance to rest and have some fun during wartime. I'd rather take my chances while I can. Ah, Sela. Okay. Alright, Darren. Alright. Darren, who has been watching the guests with an unreadable expression, turns his head to you and says in a casual tone, like he's continuing a conversation that was interrupted. I have always considered myself an ascetic, not a hero. When doomsday comes, I thought I'd pour myself a glass of 100-year-old wine, sit in the front row, and just watch the world burn. Playing the violin was also an option. Now I'll be damned if I know how I ended up in the Fifth Crusade. How did I become the companion of a hero chosen by Iomedae? Now I can say it was our destiny to end up together. Oh fuck, hell no. I'm not saying that. Perhaps this is your chance to finally do something worthwhile. Sometimes the most casual occurrences dictate our fate's course. Which of these, like, which one would not be interpreted as me just being thirsty? Probably the second one. I really give two shits about doing something worthwhile.
Apparently you do, because you're recognizing all your choices.
It's the Dragon Age 2 problem. This wasn't even a problem in Dragon Age 3. Well, like in Dragon Age 2, it's like, depending on your answer, you either piss them off or you're getting in their pants. It's like,
well, he'll like you regardless.
Oh, that's just disturbing. But it does take the edge off of making me thinking I'll make the wrong decision, because everything's the wrong decision. Okay. I'll say the third option. Sometimes the most casual occurrences dictate our fate's course. I'm afraid that is not always the case. Sometimes it is dictated by alien, but wholly deliberate forces. Alright. Tell me about the Heaven's Edge. This estate was once a truly beautiful sight, with its lush garden and placid ponds. Daron smiles briefly. It is a genuine smile, quite different from his usual half-smirk. The house itself is not that large, however. This land was part of the border region even before the World Wound, so my ancestors took that into account when laying the foundations. The larger the mansion, the harder it is to defend. Activate the fire suppression system to distract the count. I'd gladly give you a tour, but I'm afraid there's not much to see here. I didn't have much time, so my servants only managed to clean up this yard, the Great Hall, and a couple of rooms. There is nothing interesting about them, except perhaps the magical firefighting system powered by water elementals. I'm not sure it's still functional, though. Alright. You do remember that you are still my field attache, and oh my god, this word, plenipotentiary. Why? Be right back. I'm going to do that thing I do, which is expand my vocabulary. What does that? Gonna look that up.
What's the word for diplomat? To my knowledge.
It would have been some. I'm gonna be pissed if it means that, because that means they could have just said that. Plenipotentiary.
Plenipotentiary.
Even the voice that says that sounds kind of like David.
Plenipotentiary.
A person, especially a diplomat. I'm so fucked. A person, especially a diplomat, invested with the full power of independent action on behalf of their government, typically in a foreign country. So it does mean diplomat. It just means diplomat with freedom. Okay.
You're a governor. You're an officer.
So you do remember you're still my field attache and plenipotentiary. Something, Count. I've demanded you a report of all your work so far in half an hour. Ugh.
Damn. Is that lawful?
It's not even attached to an alignment. It's just being an ass.
Damn. This is my birthday. God
Yeah, fuck.
damn.
Yeah, what
You gotta
dick?
take me to you.
What kind of dick does it? Alright, spill wine on Darren's suit. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, that.
Why would you look up plenipotentiary? You're never gonna use that word in a phrase. You know what? I will take that challenge. Somebody always said I wouldn't use half the words when I was a kid that I looked up in like the video games I played, and then I started using them just to piss people off. And then people got mad at me because they didn't know the words I was using. Honestly, does anybody let's see, my favorite word back in the day was oblige. Just because it was used in an arcade beat 'em up. I think it was Streets of Rage. Like the final boss just says, "I'll be happy to oblige" at the end of the game, and I just kept using it, and people didn't know what it meant, so they thought I was insulting them. That's a tale for another day. Now, let's see, and it's a habit of mine. I look up a lot of words that I don't, whenever I come across something I don't know how to say or what it means. Alright, let's see here. So why did you really decide to throw a party at the scene of such a tragedy? What's this ghoulish farce all about? Nah, yeah, fuck it, fine, I'll say that one. Daron freezes. What an odd feeling. It's like I had been lying under the sun in a spectacular meadow in full bloom, and then you barge in to pour a bucket of ice-cold water all over me. Is this how you treat people who invite you to their celebrations? No, you don't have to answer. I could come up with a polite excuse, but I'd rather watch your courteous manners and put it bluntly. I do not wish to continue this conversation. Thank you for ruining my mood. I shall retire to my chambers for a time. The Count gives you a pointedly formal bow and leaves.
You didn't even have to waste wine.
Nope, didn't have to waste no wine or nothing. I just had to be rude. Or, more to the point, blunt. Alright, he's gone. I see that you did your part, Commander. Thank you. Now get ready to watch and listen closely. I will unravel the past of this place and try to show you whatever I find.
There's stuff in there, but you can lose out on a lot of stuff that's on observation.
Yeah. Again, I did save before I came here. And you never looked up rapier. No, I did. I just am lazy in trying to remember the proper translation of rapia. Yeah, it doesn't roll off the tongue. And technically, I looked up what they look like when I first saw it described in like the equipment section of a D&D book. So I didn't look it up. It does a D8 it does a D8 of slashing damage. That's it. That's all I got. And it's a weapon finesse.
Yes, weapon finesse property.
All right. Wow. That looks cool. Alright. The hum of voices, laughter, and music fills your mind. Then the visions come, fragmented and hazy at first. Piercing damage. Yes. Let's see. Then the visions come, fragmented and hazy at first. They eventually coalesce to reveal a single face. It is a woman of stunning heavenly beauty, and her delicate features instantly tell you who she is. The family resemblance to Daron is obvious. My dear guests, the Lady of Heaven's Edge welcomes all of you today. I hope this day is as bright for you as it is for me, because on this day, my only precious, sometimes arrogant, but utterly beloved child was born. Countess Elena Arinde Nestrin. A child is usually a reflection of their parents and caretakers. Countess, will you allow the humble tutor of this young man to address the guests, and the man of the hour as well? A new face appears. It is a handsome old man with a strong, dignified posture and a voice that emanates power. Daron. Can't we have just one day without your sermons? It's my birthday after all. Right. 10 years ago, the young Daron had an utterly angelic appearance. His table manners and expression lacked the dignity of a true angel, however. Let's see.
You still a kid.
Day. I'm sure the revered Nestrin only wanted to hug you and offer you his best wishes on your birthday. Wait, what's that noise? The shrill Lilitu The shrill laughter rings in your ears and reverberates in the base of your skull. In the vision, a Lilitu appears before the guests of the estate and gives them an exaggerated, scornful bow. The sorceress of evil has come to your celebration, mortals. Did you prepare a treat for me too? Nestrin, what do you want, spawn of the abyss? I've already done everything I wanted to. Hey, you, doddering cleric, look around. Don't you notice anything odd? The plague is in your wine, in your food, in the air around you, in your blood. Soon you will all die. Pray to your prophetic goddess and call upon your healing powers all you want. But they're not going to help you. Nothing will help you. I will give you a chance to see it for yourselves, and when I return, the grave realization will have already sunk its teeth into your throats. Oh, how I love watching mortals in their final desperate hours. The demon finishes her speech with an air kiss to Dayron, making him freeze in horror, and disappears. The Otter shakes his head and slowly exhales, rubbing his temples. The first appearance of the disease and the Lilitu, one of the many sisters of the accursed Minago. So far, everything I've seen matches the official version of events. Who were the people in the vision? Countess Selena Arende was Dayron's mother, and one of the most beautiful women in the history of Mendev. She was an Aasimar, just like her son. The old man is the esteemed cleric Nestrin, our Count's guardian and tutor. He was well known for his unfaltering faith and iron will. I was only passing acquaintances with him, so I can't tell you anything more than that. I didn't recognize the others, but Dayron told me that the first victims of the disease were his second cousin and the cousin's wife, hailing from the eastern border. Surely the cleric could have done something? I can't say for certain, but I believe that there was nothing he could have done. Magical diseases are already difficult enough to cure, and this plague struck very fast indeed. Now we must find out what happened next. Alright, what now? I can sense the aftershocks of a very strong outburst of emotions and memories everywhere or somewhere in the west wing of the house. Something must have happened in one of the rooms. So please check if anyone is in there and distract them if need be. The things I do for justice. I can't cast any spells while the Count is around. Alright. Let's see. More liquor. Kianan Wineberry, Chilaxian wine. Camilla. I wonder why the demons who attacked Heaven's Edge chose plague as their weapon. It was so unimaginative. Yeah, these guys are not saying anything really new. Sela, fun and frolics may shield us from horror and despair, but one should use this shield sparingly. Let's see, Courtesan. One dog moved in here too. That's one good den. The Golden Boy's ancestors must have been powerful, given that their kin is still prosperous. Ember. There's so much food here. If I let Suit eat everything she wants, she'll become twice as fat and won't be able to fly anymore. Drop mobile. Doesn't say anything new. Take this. Socio. Both this place and its owner make me think how deceptive appearances can be. But I cannot deny that the wine here is very good. Ninio. Compulsive food consumption may be a symptom of several serious neurological disorders. It may also indicate that the food in question boasts exceptional palatability. Because you can't just say it's good. Reginald, you got anything to say? Don't think I underestimate the importance of quality rest for soldiers. But this revelry isn't rest, it's decadence. Oh, hold on. Unimaginative. Like she would have prepared a more bloody execution. How does that not tell you Camilla is evil? Okay, it tells me that Camilla is throwing a diss at the demons. She's just trying to look for any excuse she can to insult them whenever the opportunity comes up. Insulting demons is not inherently evil. There. That's how.
And her fascination with blood?
Everyone's got something that they need to hold on to. Nobody's perfect. She's shown no fascination for blood as far as I see. A passing interest, maybe. That's all.
Oh, passing?
Yeah. Moving on.
Move out.
Anyone in these rooms?
Pay attention.
Oh, Darren. It seems there is a hidden cache inside the wall. You can see a keyhole among the decoration. Countess Elena Nevia Dara Arende with her infant son Dayron. Unlike typical aristocratic portraits, this one depicts a young mother having fun with her child on a seesaw. I don't know why you guys are so desperate to just throw so much disdain and hate towards, one of the best characters and the nicest characters here. Like, what the hell? There, see, you're on board. See it, engraved lucky bracers, money. I know, the bracers are called Clear Purpose. Yeah, I'm taking it out. No. What do these bracers do? These bracers allow their wearer to cast healing spells without provoking attacks of opportunity. They also grant a +2 bonus on concentration checks. Well, clearly these should go to the guy that's hosting the party that I just robbed.
Clear purpose.
See, Legend of the Pathfinder and 1,000 Revolutions. I find this book everywhere. The 1,000 Revolutions.
Have you used it?
No, I don't use it. I've read it. But, I don't know how to use books outside of reading them. I know wizards, how you use a book, you chuck it at them, and then, a magical explosion happens. I'm like, I thought I was supposed to just open and turn the pages and read the words, but nope. You're a wizard, you chuck the book. Or you speak to the book, and then something great happens. Topaz ring? I don't know. No, nothing magical here. Let's see. Stories told us by spirits. The night with Harold Hands, Canabras Medium Alliance Publishing. That's also why she's hurt when you recruit her. She just happened to be injured. Hey, we all took a tumble when what's his name? When the Lord, when Archdemon or what's it called? Archdemon? Yeah, Archdemon. An Archdemon cracks open a crater in the city. The idea that people fell in the crater. Well, I had full HP, but I don't know. Maybe I just passed some kind of unknown dexterity check or something. Oh, we'll just in this room. Oh, we got a fancy axe, double axe. Let's see, the door is sealed. Looks like it hasn't been open for quite a long time. Demon Lord. Demon Lord is the right term. Got it. Woljif. I just saw a portrait of Daren's mom. So she was an Aasimar too, huh? Some people get a celestial bloodline, tons of money, and a title, while others get horns and a slap in the face.
Well, you come from a long line too.
According to his best, well, from what he said, his grandma was a tiefling. His mom, on the other hand, was not.
You follow.
Let's see. There are occasional traces of older masonry and foundations. It looks like the building was reconstructed several times.
Onwards.
Anything fancy over here? Nope. The door is sealed and looks like it hasn't been opened for a very long time. And the same for this door. And what's in here? Elemental essence. For whatever I'm gonna use that for. Alright. Well, let's go talk to Damon. Alright. Daron arches a brow at you, but he doesn't seem to be disturbed in the slightest by your entrance. He's not trying to cover up or get dressed any faster. Commander, I assume that you have an urgent matter that requires my attention? What is this room? I am absolutely confident that you won't be able to persuade Camilla to dance with you. I'm absolutely confident that you won't be able to persuade Seela to dance with you. I'm absolutely confident I won't be able to persuade Social to draw a portrait of you. A nude portrait, that is. I want you to make a list of all the guests and ask them about their opinion of the crusade. This task is vitally important for the success of our mission. No. That's being an ass again. I think you should return to your guests now. It isn't seemly for the host to leave them unattended for too long. Do the fourth one. What is this room? Daron casts a look around the room as if he had never seen it before, then shrugs carelessly. Just a random room. I told my servants to make some rooms ready. This is one of the rooms they chose. Alright, yeah, I'll choose the fourth one. I'm absolutely confident that you won't be able to persuade Social to draw a portrait of you. A nude portrait, that is. That sounds like a fine idea. Our cleric will surely turn down a direct request, but if I tell him that we can sell the portrait at a charity auction, Why have I never thought about... Why have I never before thought of selling my nude portraits at a charity auction? It will cause a huge scandal, but it will also be for a good cause. This will give those botherers something to complain about. You've given me a brilliant idea. Off he goes. He couldn't run fast enough. Leotar Hawkley, I see that you were able to do as I asked. Prepare yourself. This vision might be rather difficult to watch. Not as much as the one I'm forcing that other guy to watch.
No!
Oh wait, no, what if he's into it? Damn it! I forced that guy to get eaten alive. I thought he was gonna die from that, but like this isn't gonna kill him. But at least it might make him suffer.
He loves you! The command.
Oh God, I need him to die. But I don't want to just say. I don't just want to say I don't want you to join me anymore. Leave the party. No, I want to make sure he's dead. All right, moving on.
Swarm that wall.
Yeah, if the swarm had killed him, I wouldn't have shed a tear. I would say, well, he gave his life for the cause. Like, that's it.
Swarm that wall.
I'll get him. All right, let's see. What does Hawkblade have to show us this time? If I had the ability to cast this spell in-game, I would never get through the game. I would cast it everywhere. Constantly looking for everything. Alright, let's see. Daeron. Young Daeron stands motionless by the Countess's bed. His face is pale with fear, and for good reason. His mother's heavenly beauty is gone. Her smile, once beaming with vitality and happiness, looks more like the grimace of a corpse. Only her golden hair still glows, a sad reminder of the healthy young woman she was just a few hours ago. Mother? Can you hear me, Mother? Day, my boy. How did you get here? The Countess's voice is fading. Don't come any closer. This disease. Mother, listen. The revered Nestrin has sealed the gates. He says that he won't let anyone leave the estate. If the plague reaches the larger settlements, nobody will be able to stop it. He claims this is why the demons attacked us in the first place. They knew that we would call upon the strongest clerics to heal us. And those clerics would catch the disease and die as well. The fat baron and his family tried to escape, but 3 armed paladins barred their way and said they would not let them go. Mother, we need help. Canabras is full of clerics, wizards, and demons who else. They might know how to stop it. We need to get there as soon as possible. We must obey the revered Nestrin. We are the lords of Mendev, and we must protect our people. If the plague, if it reaches Canabras, thousands of innocent people will die. I don't care about any innocence. Daeron's voice rises to a shout. You're ill, Mother. You're dying. You must tell them to open the gates and take you to Canabras. They won't listen to me, but you are the lady of the estate. They can't refuse you. I can't. I must. Please leave, my dearest. Don't lose hope. You can still... A convulsion overtakes the Countess's body. Her last words are swallowed by a long guttural groan. Leotar warily rubs his temples, but his face is unreadable. Now I have an answer to one of my many questions. Nobody went to Canabras in search of help. because the revered Nestrin didn't let them. He valued the safety of the city more than the lives of his flock at the estate. What a difficult choice it must have been. He made the right choice. There was no other way. And this is neutral. The good option is all lives are equally valuable. How could he refuse to save them just because he thought some other people might suffer? That's good. That's good, Kay.
Spread.
That's a good. Oh my god, that's so fucking dumb.
Spread it for the greater good.
That's retarded.
The greater good. Neutral?
Well, the third option is, was there really no other choice? Let's see. I'll go with the second one. I'll go with the good one. All lives are equally valuable. But when you decide... So, yeah, I'll agree with that. The moment you decide you're the person who gets to say who lives and who dies, you are particularly evil.
What? No. That's law.
No, that's evil. It's literally... Maybe you could argue it's lawful evil, but it's evil nonetheless. The moment you get to say, I am the one who decides who lives or dies, it is my right.
The law.
That's not even law. That's just trying to play God.
Exactly.
No.
Law.
So,
order dictates. Order.
in the case of this argument, all lives are equally valuable. Yeah, you don't get to say... Like, I get the logic. He wanted to kill fewer to guarantee the survival of many. But since there was no guarantee one way or the other, then it's just giving up. So, yeah, I'll do the second one. The magnitude of potential disaster made him do so. Or perhaps it was a matter of his dignity. No one wants to be responsible for wiping out an entire city. No, that's just being responsible. Okay.
Look, yes, if I got it, you're gonna get it too.
Okay. Apparently, it's all about being responsible. I don't want to be responsible for killing an entire city, so you fuckers gotta die. Alright, huh. Leotar rubs his chin thoughtfully. I have never been in the revered Nestrin's position, but I know the price of difficult decisions, especially those that you have to make quickly. I have no right to judge him, but we must continue our investigation. The next site I'd like to examine is the Great Hall. That is where we found the remains of Nestrin and the demons. I assume that he killed them in a confrontation, but we must make sure of that. Please help me clear the area so that I can study it. The lives of the many outweigh the lives of the few, or the one. Okay, Atrocious, I'm going to point this out. It's still evil, but this is where we get to the term of necessary evil. This is why the term necessary evil exists. It's still evil to kill somebody for the sake of others, or to guarantee safety of others. But again, since there was no guarantee that they couldn't save them, yeah. This is why you need that. This is why you have a lot of situations where you need that one person who can look at things practically while heartlessly.
Well, you know that the paladins survive.
And this is why you can't have a party with full of paladins, because they'll make this.
The paladins survive. I bet I'll survive.
Yeah. No. They said in Heaven's Edge during the event there were paladins there on job, but they died too. Yeah, that's why the Inquisitor wanted to investigate, because it typically doesn't make sense that paladins died to a disease. Oh, here we go. Stop trying to talk me into this. You have neither heart nor conscience, Darren. Even the noble idea of charity becomes a farce when you touch it.
Oh, damn!
Come on, let me. I want to see this argument. Come on, do you have a counter? Come on, Darren. Oh, I don't think these so-called innocents will suffer from knowing that their money and medicine came from my sinful silhouette. And they're walking away from each other. Okay.
Oh, I mean, he actually did that.
He tried. Alright. Darren. Okay. There is a feverish gleam to Darren's eyes, owing to either tipsiness or some overabundance of emotion. Ho there, Lewis. That rotter socio refused to sketch me in the nude for charity, but it didn't upset me too much. The faces he made while I was explaining the idea to him were well worth it. He looked very much like a pious matron being confronted with a talking male organ. One that was 2 foot long and being held aloft by a pair of golden angel wings. How are you enjoying my party? Are you having a good time? Not even a little bit, or yeah, I'm having the time of my life. How about you, Darren? Are you having any fun?
Good question. Is it technically really fun?
I mean, if you're asking on a meta level, I am having fun playing through his companion quest. So, sure, yeah. I'm having the time of my life. At least someone here is having fun. Fine, let's change the subject. I thought the unique ambience of Heaven's Edge and the fact that we're on the very border of the World Wound would make this celebration special. I thought the past would resurface and make itself known. Darren smirked bitterly. Well, it seems even ghosts don't wish to attend my parties anymore. What can we do to liven up the evening? Let's see, it's time for a drinking contest. You know what I think? I think it's time for a drinking contest. Number 2, I've just realized that I don't have a report on your career plans for the next 3 years. Jeez, no, I'm still not doing that. Jesus. Alright. The more I observe you, the clearer it becomes that you're hiding something or trying to run away from something. I'm going to take a short stroll and be alone with my thoughts. Drinking contest. I only have a constitution of 10 though. Oh wait, no, my fortitude save's pretty high.
Yeah, but you can.
Yeah, and I got the cloak of resistance +2. Yeah. All right, drinking contest. All right. Yes, the tried and trusted method for salvaging a dull party. For salvaging anything, actually. I am ready, but who's my competition? Me, of course. Sela will fight for the honor of all paladins. Regil. It just says Regil ... like it's like the most obvious one we're not gonna have. I need to give it some thought and prepare. Let's see. Sela's a drinker.
Nope.
Yeah,
It's documented.
we'll give
She
it.
came in there.
We'll give her the try. Get drunk.
She lives in the pub.
Yes, sir, Commander. Darren, my boy. You've still got time to back out. You don't want Auntie Sela to spank you in front of everyone now, do you? What'll you do if I win? Are you going to cry and pray to Iomade for an alcohol resistance aura? Now that would be something worth seeing.
Damn.
Let's drink until one of us falls unconscious or begs for mercy.
There you go. Give me alcohol resistance.
Alright, hon. It shouldn't take too long. That was just a little warm-up, I say. Up for more? The fear of your inevitable defeat has already got the better of you, Dayron. I can see it in your eyes, boy. Come on, let's have another round. Will this be the one that knocked you flat? Falling in battle against such a worthy opponent won't even bruise my ego. Especially if you carry me upstairs to bed afterward.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. I can choose to either cheer for Seele or Dayron. I'll cheer for Dayron. Yeah, why not? I'm cheering for Dayron. Go on, Count. Show us what you got. This is so worth it. That was unexpected. I thought everyone was against me. Whoa. Are we done here, or are you ready for another round? To whom should I dedicate this glorious feat, putting the haughty, self-absorbed prick of a count in his place? To my dearest royal cousin. I am sure any failure of mine will bring her joy. Oh, my head feels funny. My grandfather, or maybe my great-grandmother, put this bottle in the family cellar. And it allowed the scion of an illustrious line to save face and finish in a tie. Dayron looks a bit unsteady on his feet. I don't feel very well. Hey everyone, let's go back outside. I need to get some fresh air in my lungs. My lungs. Alright, here we are again, Commander. Leotar looks grim, but focused. So let us take another glimpse into the past. Lilitu. A ripple of laughter flows through the hall. It begins as a sweet, charming chuckle, but then turns into a rasping cackle that makes Dayron huddle even deeper into his corner. Why are you running from me, my sweet prince? Come on, let me touch you. I'll give you... Nestrin. The booming voice of an old man dressed in Iomedean robes shakes the walls of the hall. Get away from him, demon. Let the boy go. By the blade of the inheritor, you touch him only over my dead body. You are pathetic, old cleric. Are you the guardian of this charming little prince? Well, you guarded him in vain. The disease is already circulating in his blood, and soon he will rot before your very eyes. You won't be able to help him, and I can at least make sure his death is beautiful, clean, and sweet. The demoness turns her eyeless face to Dayron and licks her lips. A coarse laugh escapes the young man's throat. We'll see about that. Leotar turns towards you in astonishment. Droplets of sweat glisten on his temples. Something is wrong, Commander. My spells are not working as expected. It's as if some kind of supernatural explosion occurred here 10 years ago, blending everything together. the magical auras, the emotions, the memories. I will try again to read it. Could it be dangerous? I cannot say for certain, but it is unlikely. The past is in the past, and no one can travel through time except for some uniquely powerful entities, like Aeons, or perhaps the eldest of the First World. Even though the past of this place is horrible, it poses no threat to us in the present. Okay, please continue. Just give me a moment to focus. I will try to channel my visions and feelings to you as accurately as possible. Darren, my boy, what is going on? Leoder's muscular shoulders suddenly begin to shake. The vision he is channeling does not change, but you feel something enormous and chilling silently infiltrate the reality around you. The presence of this nameless being becomes almost palpable. Some alien entity is talking to him. Hurry, old cleric, stop him right now. Do you really want to see what happens when... Save me. Can you save me? The presence thickens into something more tangible. The entity is silent, but you feel your blood pulsing in your temples, and each beat brings a new image, or rather a new notion. Help brings a feeling of relief and safety. Exchange makes the pulse stronger, more demanding. Gate and secret come immediately after. The images become heavier, almost visible. Secret, keep the secret. Otherwise, death, 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 death. The gruesome images whirl through your mind, filling it with pain and fear, and then it all starts again. Help, exchange, secret, death. Nestrin stretches out his shaking hand, suddenly looking like a doddering old man instead of a mighty cleric imbued with holy power. Darren, wait. The thing you're about to let loose is even worse than these demons. Darren's body is quivering like a taut bowstring. His eyes dart from the cleric to the demoness, who is frantically casting protective spells. Demons, saints, I'm so fed up with all of you. Burn. And he's down. Alright. Oh, never mind, he's up. Leoter opens his eyes with a groan, then gets back on his feet. His legs are wobbly, his eyebrow is cut, but he seems not to notice. Sincere sorrow is written on his face, as well as a strong hint of horror. What a misfortune. No, what a disaster. Everything is far worse than I imagined. Are you all right? The strain, the emotions, they overwhelmed me and made me faint like an agitated youngster. It is nothing, really. I will not be able to cast any spells for the rest of the day, but aside from that, I'm fine. Do you understand now what happened 10 years ago? The Inquisitor slowly exhales through clenched teeth and says in a low voice while still massaging his temples, Yes and no. Damn it, my thoughts are astray. I will try to explain everything to you in full detail. Many living things are capable of performing the most extraordinary feats, good or bad, when a deadly threat looms over them. 10 years ago, the young count, found himself cornered in every sense of the word, and he allowed some alien entity to intercede for him. It frightens me that all my experience as an Inquisitor is completely useless in this case. It does not resemble anything I have ever heard or read about. This entity, I think I will call it the Other, possesses uncanny power. It was capable of instantly killing 3 greater demons, a mighty cleric, and a host of other mortals. You saw everything yourself. What's even worse is that this entity, this other, is still here. Leotar takes a long pause. His gaze is drawn to the chamber where all the guests are laughing and dancing. Daeron's eloquent voice rises above the music for a moment. He's asking someone to bring more wine and add more logs to the fire. I don't know what exactly this creature is, but I know what it did to the Count. It turned him into a living gateway. The other is not inside the Count's body. It is not directly controlling his mind. That's why there are no obvious signs of possession. But it is looking through his eyes. It treats him like a window into our world. And it can instantly step through it to wreak whatever havoc it desires. Does Daeron know anything about all this? Yes, of course he does. Did you hear what the other tried to convey to us? Help in exchange for a secret. Death. Death to those who know the truth. It wants to have an opportunity to use the Count as a gateway without anyone knowing. This is what made Daeron deny that he remembered anything about the conclusion of the events at Heaven's Edge. What might the other want? This is the strangest thing about it all. It came to this world 10 years ago and it's still here, right? All this time it has been watching us through the eyes of the Count. Had it, for instance, wanted to kill Her Majesty the Queen, it would have had plenty of opportunities to do so. The Count can get close to practically every influential figure in Mendev, but the other refuses to act. Or its interests lie in some other sphere. Did the other kill everyone then? The disease was not to blame? Not everyone, just Nestrin, his paladins, and the few remaining guests. Damn it. I know that it was the work of a mysterious omnipotent entity, but it still stings. I was here 10 years ago and I didn't check everything personally. And those who did failed to sense that something was wrong. Could the other be the reason why my companions kept finding severed heads among their belongings back in Canabras? It seems very likely. I am almost certain you are right. People tend to lose their heads when they get too close to Count Arendae anyway. I do apologize, that was inappropriate. Perhaps your gruesome findings are the heads of some cultists who tried to kidnap the Count during the Canabras slaughter. Or perhaps they provoked the other in some other way. We have to do something. Yes, now I understand Father Nestrin perfectly. I must make a crucial decision despite a dearth. Or dearth? Oh my god, hold on. One moment.
Dearth.
Alright. Despite a dearth of information, the Inquisitor falls silent for a while. Then he looks you right in the eye. Commander, first and foremost, I must apologize to you. Second, I must ask you to keep this secret. What are you so sorry for? I apologize for dragging you into this mess. You see, the other, an entity of immense power, stated very clearly that it would kill anyone who found out the truth. Anyone who knows that the Count is actually its living gateway. Expand your vocabulary. Yes, I did. Right. I suppose this secret is currently known to 3 people on Golarion. You, me, and Count Daron. And that means Leotor gives you a crooked smirk and shrugs. Why should I keep it a secret? As soon as the Count finds out that we know his secret, the other will understand it as well. We do not know what it is and what exactly is the scope of his powers, but we do know that it would dispose of anyone who might reveal its existence. I've made a decision, Leotor says gravely. I will not tell anyone about the discovery we've just made, not even the Queen or my superiors. Instead, I will immediately go to Neurosian and sift through all the archives of the Inquisition in order to find out what exactly we are dealing with, and how it can be possible, or how it can possibly be defeated. Alright. I may also make some cautious inquiries in other places, including Absalom. Still, I will not reveal the truth until I have found at least some reliable information. I am asking you to do the same. Specifically, do not say a single word about our investigation to the Count himself. So you want me to lead the crusade while carrying a bomb that may explode at any moment? I am afraid that you won't be able to hide from the consequences when this bomb does explode. It is up to you to decide, though. What are you going to do with Daron himself? At the very least, he is guilty of letting the other enter our world. Right now, I am a lot more concerned about the other, but when we find a way to get rid of this entity, the Count will have to stand trial. Many things about this case are still unclear, including the extent of his guilt. Did he call upon the other by himself, or did he simply answer its call? Could he refuse its offer, or would it have led to his immediate death? Every detail is important, and every testimony needs solid proof. That is the difference between righteous justice and blind vengeance. Fine, I will keep it a secret. Leotor lets out a sigh of relief. You've made the right choice. I recommend that you go back to the guest and spend the rest of the evening as you please. Anything else might raise suspicions. I must leave immediately in search of the knowledge we all need so desperately. Farewell, Commander. May the light of Iomedae guide your path, and Leotor Hawkblade will try to keep your path to triumph clear of any unwanted guests. Oh, almost missed the bottle. Alright.
Plague bottle.
Ouch.
Plague.
Phew. That's neat. Alright, Dr. Daron. Tell me honestly, did you come here only to make sure I don't have any fun? Let's see. Yeah, I don't have any fun, even at my own birthday party. Nonsense. I don't want to complain, but I'm not sure I'll be able to endure another hour of this outrageous debauchery. Nobody asked you, Socio. No. I like the party. It's a pity it's already coming to an end. Courtesans. They're not saying anything new. Anyone in the rooms? No, Woljeff was in one of the rooms. Probably looting the damn place. Nope.
Windowalk still in there?
I lead, you follow.
Oh, what mystic features give him?
I chose the auto once again. You're asking for who? Dayron or what?
No, Windowalk.
Oh, Windowalk's got cleaving shot. Whenever she makes someone blow up with a crit, everyone around takes damage. Sela. I shouldn't have drunk so much. If the demons suddenly turn up... Huh? Why is it scrolling up automatically? Does this make it go to the bottom? No. Alright. Shouldn't have drunk so much. If the demons suddenly turn up, it'll be a lot of fun. Either for me or for them. Woljeff. Are we leaving already? Yeah? No? I wouldn't mind staying for a little while. Alright. Regil. I hope this travesty is finally over. Count Arende's servant. Oh, it's you. Do you remember me? I called upon you to save the Count in Canabris. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Windowalk. I like this celebration. Someday I will live like this too. I will have just as much food and money, or even more. Alright, Ninio. There's a common opinion that any party like this one must inevitably end with a fight. If you are trying to encourage me to check this hypothesis personally, then I'd rather observe from afar. Right. Cancel. Yeah, no, I think that's it. Yeah, we're done here. Yep. St. Quest opening. Yep. Let's see, in pursuit of past. Oh yeah, the storyteller and his notes. Restoring a broken gold buckle. I need 5 vials of magic essence, however I get those. Solve the riddles of the nameless ruins. Secrets of creation. Let's see. Go to the Heart of Mystery. Right. I solved that stupid puzzle to find out about that place. Let's see. Wardstone Legacy. There's still the Outcast Kalesa thing that's going on. That's it for that. Banner over the Citadel. Alright, Dresden. Alright.
The major part.
I'm gonna go deal with that next then. But for now, I'm going to take a quick break. Why? Because I'm uploading these onto YouTube, and at least 2 hours at a time is better than uploading a 6-hour video. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes. And until then, take care.